Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures and any kidney or liver problems. Help protect yourself from another DVT or PE. Ask your doctor about Xarelto. To learn more about cost, visit Xarelto.com or call 1-888-XARELTO.
It's calling you. From the moment you pull up, it's calling. A great meal at Cielo is calling you. The newest, friendliest, and safest casino resort and spa is calling. Morongo is calling. Good times.
Majestic mountains. Scenic coastal highways. Fertile farmlands. There's lots to love about California. So put off those chores and use less energy from 4 to 9 p.m. when less clean energy is available. Because that's power down time.
NBC4 News at 11 a.m. starts now.
And now at 11, there is another oil sheen near Huntington Beach. This was off the coast of Bolsa Chica State Beach. Some people near the beach said it smelled like petroleum or gas. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jonathan Gonzalez in for Michael Brownlee. Our Vicki Vargas is live in Huntington Beach with the very latest this morning. Vicki.
Morning, Jonathan. Right away, when authorities heard about this, they ran as anyone would to protect the thing they felt most important and the thing they thought they could put in place so that it would not get harmed, and that is the wetlands, which is just inland from where we are standing. But let me go to News Chopper Alpha up above and many miles from where we are. The sheen was spotted near Warner Avenue. That's the dividing line between Huntington and Sunset Beach. There are some more sensitive wetlands there, as you mentioned, Bolsa Chica, and that is where they are focusing their efforts right now. It is a sheen at this point. It has not come ashore. Back here on the sand, we can show you that this was done proactively to protect the wetlands. The sand berm erected overnight, really the first line of defense if the oil should move south and onto the shore. Yellow booms also in the water as a second line of defense. This is the Talbert Channel, the same concern that authorities had back in October when there was an actual oil spill that made its way into the wetlands and had to be mopped up by hand. Now today there are crews, hazmat crews, standing by in case they are needed. This morning, a Huntington Beach Police Department helicopter found that sheen. It's about 2.3 miles offshore, as we said, near Warner, which from where we're standing is some 8 miles by land north of here. The Coast Guard preparing to send an oil skimming boat to do the initial cleanup. That sheen, the oil, about 20 by 150 yards wide. They are hoping to get it before it comes ashore. At this point, there are no plans to close the beach. We plan to talk to the mayor very soon. The problem is there is no known source, and until that is determined, jurisdiction may be an issue. But that is one thing the Coast Guard is looking into. We know they were here earlier eyeballing this berm and taking a look at whether or not any of that sheen has made its way beyond where it was initially seen this morning. Live in Huntington Beach, I'm Vicki Vargas, NBC4 News.
Vicki, thank you. That investigation into the oil sheen is happening shortly after a federal grand jury indicted 3 companies for negligence related to the oil spill back in October. Prosecutors say the company that owns the underwater pipeline that ruptured and 2 of its subsidiaries failed to respond to 8 alarms about the leaks during a period of 13 hours. About 25,000 gallons of oil seeped right into the ocean. Amplify Energy sent out a statement insisting its workers responded quickly to signs of a possible leak, but that it believed the leak detection alarms were false. The LAPD this morning announced 3 arrests in the deaths of a 24-year-old model and her friend, both of whom were allegedly drugged and dumped at hospitals by men wearing masks. Police believe there may be more victims out there. Our Conan Nolan is live in the newsroom with the very latest on this story. Conan.
That's right. For background, Christy Giles is a 24-year-old model, aspiring actress, and her friend Hilda Marcela Cabrales Arzola were last seen in an apartment in the Pico Robertson neighborhood before their bodies were dumped outside a hospital in Culver City and the Kaiser Permanente in West Los Angeles. Giles was already dead. Cabrales Arzola, an architect, was in critical condition. Her family took her off life support a day before her 27th birthday. The LAPD says they have arrested 3 individuals, 37-year-old David Pierce for manslaughter, 42-year-old Michael Adgebach, and 47-year-old Brant Osborne were also arrested on charges of accessory to manslaughter. Investigators say both women were given drugs by the men and overdosed at a home on Olympic Boulevard. Police believe the nature of the crime is such that there could be other victims out there who were also possibly drugged against their will. Now, West Bureau Homicide is investigating. The suspects were identified and arrested with assistance from the LAPD FBI Fugitive Task Force. The LAPD would like to hear from you if you know anything more about these 3 individuals they've taken into custody, or possible drug overdoses or drugs of other kind around this area on Pico. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
Conan, thank you. Want to take a live look at LAX right now, where holiday travel is starting to ramp up. You see a lot of traffic building there as millions of people in Southern California will be either hitting the roads or taking to the skies to visit their family and friends. That travel rush starts today right there at LAX. Airport officials say 3.5 million people will be passing through LAX terminals through January 3rd. That is double the number of travelers from last year. The busiest travel days will be tomorrow, this Sunday, and December 26th, as well as January 2nd. An LAX spokesperson says on those days, they're expecting 200,000 people to come right through the airport.
So if you are traveling, definitely make sure that you give yourself extra time, knowing that you're going to be here with a lot of other passengers. If you can travel on another day, then yes, definitely that's probably preferable.
Officials say pre-booking your parking can save you some time. That goes for economy as well as valet. LAX is also increasing staffing and will have traffic officers stationed at all intersections to try and keep things moving as smoothly as possible. Meantime, the Auto Club of Southern California is predicting that nearly 8.8 million Southern Californians will be taking holiday trips between December 23rd and January 2nd on the roads. I want to take a live look from Mount Wilson on this very chilly and crispy day. Let's check in with meteorologist Shauna Mendiola with your first alert forecast. Shauna, some people don't think 50s is cold. I do.
I think it is as well. For me, my standard. Southern California made me, again, used to those warmer temperatures. And today, it's a chilly day outside. 53 degrees. Definitely one of those days you got to put the sweater on and wear it all day long. It is going to be cool. And this shot of Universal City right outside our studio shows some clouds developing and rolling on into the area. So it does look like we've got a chance of rain here in your forecast, but nothing like the other day. This is going to be a very light and weak chance. I'll show you where it is right now. This is your First Alert Radar Network, where it is dry here in Southern California, but we take you up to San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties, where we've got some light showers already